We are unmuted.
We've got roughly a 10 to 12 second delay.
Okay, that's fine. Every indication is that we're good.
We are golden.
Okay, sweet. All right, the time is now 6:30 p.m. on August 20th. I will call to order the Liberty Tree Academy Board of Directors meeting for tonight. Let's go into roll call and establishment of our quorum. Mr. Stukwich.
Here.
Mr. Johnson.
Here.
Mr. Geithner is here. Mrs. Russell.
Here.
And Mrs. Lathan is excused. Let's move to item number 3, which is our pledge of allegiance. Mike.
Yes. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mike. And let's move into our mission and vision. Andy?
LTA's mission. Liberty Tree Academy prepares students through a traditional, content-rich education in a disciplined and orderly environment to be self-governing citizens who are equipped to carry out the vision of our nation's founders to preserve and perpetuate liberty. Our vision. Liberty Tree Academy is dedicated to an authentic, traditional American education to be a community that actively cultivates character in a challenging and engaging learning environment.
Very good, thank you. Our quote tonight comes to us from John Adams. Our Constitution was made only for a moral and religious people. It is wholly inadequate to govern. It is wholly inadequate to the government of any others. I'm sorry. Let's move on to item number 6, which is approval of our agenda. I don't see any amendments or any concerns. If there's a motion and a second, please.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
Very good, thank you. And a second?
I'll second that.
Very good, thank you, Andy. Any opposition? Seeing none, we have adopted our agenda. Let's move into board member reports. If any board member has anything that they would like to say, given that school is back in session.
The back to school cookout was fantastic. So thank you for putting that together. And it was great to see a lot of familiar faces mixed with a lot of new faces, and everybody enjoying some good food and some good Dunkin' beverages. So that was great.
Very good. And I heard from a parent at the parents' back to school night that was the other night that was phenomenal. That they thought that was the best thing. They feel very good about the school year and the information that they received that night. So good feedback. Let's move on to our headmaster report, item number 8. Mr. Siegel, the floor is yours.
Great, thank you. Staff updates. We brought the final member of our staff on board today, which is a great relief to those who are covering our classes, Mr. Ferris and I. And she just hit the ground running, and she's really enthusiastic. And when I asked her after school, I said, "Is it nice to be back in front of the desk, in front of the classroom, rather than be in the back?" And she said, "Oh boy, yeah, it is." So
good for her.
Graduate student for a year after 3 years of teaching. The biggest thing I think to note is there's a high sense of morale and a high sense of purpose that came out of orientation, and this continued. There are a year ago we had people sitting in the back of that room in orientation, kind of like this, just weighing things, and really like the 99% kind of more all-in crowd now. So that makes a big difference.
I'm sure.
Much more pleasant. Gossip is down. Again, it's getting to the point where then you can fine-tune things in certain areas there as well. In terms of academics, yes, we did have 3 back-to-school nights. The third was a high school back-to-school night designed just for upper school, really following the high school model. And so it was mainly for parents to meet teachers, go through a mock schedule. It was the first time we did it, I think, so that it maybe could be a little bit better attended, but it was still pretty well attended, depending on the grade. There's a lot of 8th grade parents. Senior parents came out and kind of in force, actually, which was really nice too.
Sure.
There as well. this is our first full week of school this week, so let's see if we get through tomorrow. Everything there. In terms of activities, really have a culture shift in terms of fall sports. Cross country's got a new coach, and she's pretty demanding. They've been in here many nights because we have this afternoon tendency to have the lightning about 3:30 to 4:30, which sends people scrambling back, and she has them sprinting the stairs and making use of this building. And our stairs are rough, if you go up and fast, So really, on the volleyball program is transformed, top to bottom from last year. Much more experience. All adult coaches, much more experience. Our varsity girls will not maybe win a ton of games, but they're going to play as a team, and they're going to try to play volleyball. They're not just going to ball back over the net and hope something good happens. They're going to try to play. And they probably have a new player coming in. We have a Latvian exchange student for the year. And one nice thing about a lot of European girls, and I've coached them in the past, is they're denied the access to sports because of the society that other countries are. I've coached girls from Spain and girls from France, so they love it when they can come and do that. And it's also just a good way to acculturate yourself in the school. So,
Sure.
her English is very good. She had 6 years of English, so
Nice.
actually 12 years of English and 6 years of Russian. So pretty neat. Information nights, they will continue into starting in September, I would say resume for that, and September 15th is our next, and then October 20th. The only downside in anything right now is enrollment. Enrollment, as of I think today was 480. We lost a bunch right at the beginning. Last year we went from like 600 to 500 in a matter of weeks, and we've done a better job in terms of forecasting enrollment. But still, there were some who just didn't show up. Like just they were on the books all summer and didn't show up. We may add a couple more. I'll say more about that in terms of marketing. We have an ad. I actually shared it with Tim Strainer on Fox 21. They're doing their emphasize the Eastern Plains kind of campaign. So we have a short ad there, and then we'll have just regular print ads there, and then kind of explore what we can do there. I think we need to tap the military market better. So I'm working. Mrs. Snyder has some experience doing that from St. Gabriel's, and contact there. So we want to do that. In terms of our Hillsdale stuff, they're having a school leader boot camp October 11th and 14th. It's not really oriented towards board at all, but it's mainly for people who are founding. There's just starting schools, but I got invited, so I'm going to go and show the flag and build the connections. It's over our fall break, which is kind of good. I'm not going to ask any other of our leadership team to go just because I've talked to a couple of them just because they need the time off there as well. Again, leadership team is also going through the Optimal Work Masterclass, which again is, if you don't know much about it, it is a combination of cognitive behavioral therapy, neuroscience, fascinating neuroscience, back to front, side to side, top to bottom brain activity, and classic virtue theory. And it's really oriented. Optimal work means that you are framing yourself to serve in the best way. As I said, they also have a program that they've developed for students. So our 7th and 8th graders, we're going to use Fridays to start introducing them to that. A lot of it is just, as I said, a back to school night for ISIS on Tuesday night. A lot of it is working on focusing the attention, all right, and then focusing the attitude. embracing challenge with a growth mindset. So very sound program. Again, culture, I think we're in a different place. We have an associate dean of students who's responsive to problems in the school, and that's kind of a game changer. And again, you know, we may have lost some students, but the students that are here are kind of more focused in that sense.
Were those more upper school students?
It's kind of a mix.
Okay.
In terms of that. For the board, we still haven't scheduled the security forum, I don't think.
We haven't, no.
Okay.
And I don't know if it makes sense to do that in January. I don't know if it makes sense to, I just need to reach back out to those that were supposed to attend, find out what might work best for them. And I mean, it's still something I want to do.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of when makes the most sense for everybody involved.
Yeah, and I you know, last year when we were planning it, January was the choice because it was before the legislative session.
Right.
Again, I'd like you to look at the roadmap and kind of see where we are as a board. I reached out to Hillsdale about that question. I just haven't heard back about using resources they have to certify the board rather than using what the state has.
Yeah.
I will be in touch about a gala data. Just been stuck doing other things there as well. I would say Fall Festival is moving forward much more. I wouldn't say less purposeful, more purposeful than last year, but at a more advanced stage at this point. The only problem is there's a craft fair at the high school at the same day. So
Got it.
there's a little bit of an issue for vendors there. A lot of that is, you know, to fund student activities and field trips and also athletics. And we're telling the sports that they have to come up with, you know, ways to raise money themselves in that. So we're working a little bit on sponsorship in sports too. So yeah, other than that, I met with our faculty leads. So today's Thursday, right? Yesterday, and they're all pretty much, you know, hitting the ground running, liking the support there as well.
Good. Great. Thank you. Any questions from anyone? Seeing none, let's move on then to our next agenda item. After headmaster report, we have board discussion. We have our past meeting minutes. Thank you, Stephanie, for circulating those so quickly after our previous board meeting. I don't know if anybody has any comments, questions, concerns, or others. I do not. Seeing none, let's move on to item number 10, which is public comment. I'll read this, and does not look like we have any public comment, but I'll read it anyways. Item number 10 is public comment. We appreciate and welcome comments on Liberty Tree Academy school operations and programs. We ask that your comments be made in a respectful and orderly manner. Follow-up action items may be assigned to the appropriate board or staff member depending on the comments. During public comment, board members may choose not to respond to any comment made in public session. In accordance with board policy, public participation is limited to 3 minutes per session. Per person, sorry. Thank you for participating in our public comment forum, and seeing as there is no one to participate in public comment, we'll move on to item number 11, which is executive session. We have one item under executive session. Pursuant to Colorado Revised Statute 246402, Item 4, D as in Delta, specialized details of security arrangements for investigations, specifically to discuss security procedures and processes, and what may be shared publicly. If I could have a motion to move into executive session in a second, please.
I'll make a motion to move into executive.
Thank you very much, Andy.
Second.
Very good. Thanks, Mike. Is there any opposition moving into executive session? Seeing none, we will return here once we are through with executive session. All right, we are back. We are moving on to item number 12 is our action items for our past meeting minutes. If I could have a motion to adopt our past meeting minutes in a second, please.
Make a motion to pass meeting minutes.
Very good. And a second?
I'll second that.
Thank you, Andy. Is there any opposition to adopting our past meeting minutes? Seeing no opposition, item number 13 is any announcements. The one announcement that I have is that we will move our September meeting to the 24th. So we will do the fourth Thursday just due to scheduling conflicts with the 17th. I don't know if anybody else has any announcements or Mr. Siegel. Seeing no.
October 3rd is the Fall Festival.
Very good. I assume we're going to have some promotion going out here soon. Okay, gotcha. All right, and with that, we are on to item number 14, which is adjournment, and we are adjourned. Thank you all.